Good evening. Our first crystal is the rose quartz, and with that, if you've chosen it, goes the card for the cow. The cow is quite a laid-back, relaxed sort of animal who lives a very peaceful life. It has, throughout its history, provided us with milk, food, and means of keeping ourselves warm with clothing and whatever we need. It wearily plods around the fields at a very slow pace and lives in many ways an idealistic life, which probably many of us desire. But we drawing this card says you can have this life, you can live a very relaxed life if that is what you choose. You don't have to live at a fast pace, dashing from place to place at high speed all the time. You can take time for yourself and relax and enjoy life. It is an interesting animal because it has lived amongst us in a domesticated form for a very long time, and we have come to be used to it, seeing it in our fields and in our countryside, and most of us enjoy seeing them. If you've chosen this card, it says now is the time to plan and to sort out your future and to make efforts to invest in your dreams and reap their rewards. But it says, like the cow, you need to exercise patience. You need to take your time and let things happen at a much slower pace and be prepared to wait for things until the time is right. Our second crystal this evening is the citrine, and if you've chosen the citrine, then the card that goes with that is for the deer. This card, once again, is an animal who lives a peaceful and tranquil life, roams the forests and the woodlands at a relaxed pace. It is a very lovable and very affectionate animal, and choosing this card says you can expect to kindle a new relationship, maybe of the romantic type, or maybe just a very close friendship with someone who you know will remain part of your group as the deer remains part of a herd for as long as you need them, and always be there to support you and to accompany you in times of trouble. This card says you may receive an emotional message from someone or be invited to attend some sort of social gathering in the near future. And it says, well, the deer is a sociable animal, quite sensitive and kind, open-hearted and warm towards others. So it says accept that invitation and enjoy the company of others and enjoy the peace that brings you and the enjoyment of being amongst people who you know care for you and who you also care for. The deer in our card wears a crown, and the deer is very much associated with that sort of status. She is in many respects the queen of the forest. She very much keeps things in order within the herd and does what is needed to keep the family happy. And our third crystal is the amethyst, and with that goes the card for the swan, the queen of summer. And this card again is all about compassion and loving and caring for others. Choosing this card says it is a time of deep emotions for you and a heightened intuition that you can trust completely what is going on around you and those who are close to you. And be mindful you don't ignore your own needs at the same time whilst caring for others. The swan is a royal bird and it wears its crown with pride. It is very beautiful and very graceful. And as we watch it moving across the waters, it appears to just glide effortless. But beneath the water, a lot of work is going on. Its feet are paddling for all they're worth to propel it on its way. And if you've chosen this card, this says you too are a person who seems to go through life quite effortlessly and glide from one situation to the next without too much hassle. But that may, like the swan, hide the fact that deep down, where others can't see, you're actually living a very busy and active life, and you're actually working very hard to maintain the progress that you are making. And that is fine, that is okay. If you are a person who doesn't want a lot of fuss about the effort you make, and that is your way, then hopefully others will respect that. Three very good cards there. Three quite emotional cards in many respects, and very much about taking time and living a relaxed and peaceful life, for not just for others but for yourself as well, and finding time for yourself. Very important that however busy your life is, you do each day, if possible, put away some time for yourself, be it maybe only 15 minutes, half an hour with a cup of tea, but a time that is just simply for you and an opportunity for you to leave the rest of the world to carry on without you for a short while. Hope you've enjoyed that. Thank you for listening.